I was here 6 years ago. As you know, it's a different feeling coming back to Rome after so many years back in the field. I prefer to stay and work in the field, but being here, meeting all these conferences is a very good experience. I'm grateful to Father Bubi and his team for all the good work they have accomplished in the meantime. Coming back from the field after many years in Rome, now 6 years afterwards, I realized how important formation is and where sometimes we are lacking behind. It is important during formation years, not only for our formandis, but also for everybody, particularly the leaders and our formators, to get exposed to our wounded world in order to make that an essential part of what we are doing and what we want to do in the future. The big challenges, I believe, is the corrupt systems of our world are producing the poor much, much faster than we can help, producing the wounds much, much faster than we can help. It will be important that we expose ourselves, and that should be an essential part of the future formation on all levels. I believe too that the Holy Spirit will guide us and tells us the way. The way is really out. Look in front of the door. Become interested in the big concerns that we are facing worldwide. Besides poverty, there is of course the climate emergency. All of us are experiencing the effects of the climate change. Missionaries have to get involved. I learned something very important from the oldest confrere in our congregation ever. His advice to our generation when he turned almost 106 was, stay close to the people and stay close to God. Then you're on a safe way. We're talking about leadership. Leadership in general is a real challenge. We know that many countries are suffering because of poor and corrupted leadership. In our congregation, we do not want to follow that. We need good leaders. We realize, however, in our church, as well as in our congregations, people are slow at times. The important thing will be for the leaders to be exposed to realities, the reality of poverty and the reality of the climate emergency, because that's the time when we realize we cannot postpone. In Rome at times, I used to introduce a new term, a virus. We had the COVID virus, we survived, we got out of that alive. But we still have another virus at times, I think, with a little sense of humor, which will help us probably to accept our faults and our failures. The virus is the CNBD virus. Many people have been asking, what does that mean? It's very simple. Can not be done. That's a response many of our leaders got in the past, are getting at present, and most likely will get in the future. The message for our leaders would be, don't be disappointed or don't get discouraged. Continue presenting your requests again and again so that we can help those at the margins and we can address the needs of our climate. I have learned essential things from our founder, through Josef Alt, his biographer. Reading all these numerous letters of our founder, more than 5,000, writing a close to 1,000-page biography, Father Josef Alt said what touched him most was the founder's simplicity, his deep faith and trust in the Lord, and then perseverance. And that is what I learn in my day-to-day life from the people themselves. The poor very often have no other option. I learned that from my parents, the real heroes in my life. A simple family, a working class family. I learned that from many confreres I met over the years, and also from confreres I've heard about and read about. They've been an essential part of our congregational history. Continue to trust in the Lord, have deep faith in the guidance of the Holy Spirit, be close to the people, simplicity and perseverance in difficult situations. First of all, I think that the backpack is not completely empty. The people and their concerns, as well as the environmental concerns, are still in the backpack. So we will add probably new directives. With greater urgency, we will have to address the needs of the poor and the environment. We will fill that backpack exactly with experiences the leaders will have during the chapter by exchanging their experiences in countries around the globe and their motivation. A motivation that we will hopefully get from each other, as well as from all the sisters, lay partners and confreres we reflect on in the coming days.